Hi, everyone. It's time for another episode of 10K Dollar Day. This week, we are talking about eyeballs, soccer balls, and colossal squids.
This is going to be incredible.
You made her ink.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 254 of 10K Dollar Day. It's the comedy podcast about imaginary luxury travel. I'm Alison Burns,
I'm Lulu Picard.
and we're so excited that you're here with us today. Remember, you can check this episode out on YouTube. We are releasing them every single week now. So go to youtube.com/10K Dollar Day, and you can actually see us waving at you.
And that was also a great reminder to me that when I'm dumb dancing, people can see me. I forgot that you released the whole thing.
Yeah,
I
whole
thought it
thing.
was going to be clips. So I think that in the beginning of this video, I'm making weird gestures.
Dumb dancing. I love it. I love that phrase. Oh, that might be my new obsession, which is what we're going to talk about in just a minute. We talk about obsessions wish list. We do our 10K day where we spend a fake $10,000 in 24 hours because of a magic word. This one's a good one. And then after that, we talk about a charity that we're featuring. And then we do our 10K role play, which is a new fan favorite, according to me. So let's get started with obsessions. Lulu, what's your obsession this week?
Okay. My obsession is that are my walks home from work
Okay.
because I always walk with my friend Brooke. We live in the same apartment building.
Yeah.
So we always walk home together. Like there's maybe have been 2 days where we haven't. And we have a great time
Oh,
on our
I love
walk
that.
because we're not in the same dressing room. So we don't really we don't have a green room at our theater. So
Yeah.
if you're not in the dressing room with someone, if you don't have scenes with them or time backstage, you may not see them at all.
Oh, that's crazy to think about.
Right. Because we all get there at different times. We don't have a general green room anywhere. Everyone just kind of goes from their dressing room to the stage and out. So it's very possible that you just literally only see certain people on stage.
That's crazy.
And so it's nice to have, like 20 minutes every night to
Yeah.
just kind of like have with this buddy who is not in my dressing room. And we have the silliest time on our walks home. We have so much fun. There's a Taco Bell on the way home. And yesterday we stopped at
Mm,
Taco Bell and we sat like outside in Herald Square and then we ate our Taco Bell and it was really sweet.
that's awesome. Yay for
Yeah.
walks home.
How about you?
Well, my new obsession is taking an English muffin and putting cream cheese and jelly on it. Okay, but here's what, and I can't believe I'm saying this. I literally can't believe I'm saying this, but I have to apologize to my second husband because I made fun of him constantly for mixing cream cheese with jellies. I was like, that's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. It's so gross. Um, he was a Russian man, and I used to be like, "What? How can you eat that? Is that how you were raised in Russia?" Like, I just gave him the hardest time. And you know what? Second husband, he who must not be named. I apologize to you for that because it's delicious. I
I'm
was
obsessed with the possible fact that he listens to our podcast and like, like now, so many years later, because everyone, I was at that wedding. So like, can you imagine with the way that your paths have divided,
oh,
right? Like
yeah.
literally not in each other's lives anymore.
No.
But what if he stumbled on this stupid podcast and he's like, is that the chick from Rent? And he's like, they're still hanging out? How is that possible? Oh man, because
Oh.
because we see these statistics, everyone. We see all we can see on our like statistics tracker things that come with Buzzsprout is
Mhm.
the city that you're in.
Yes.
So we can see that. Just to let you know, we can see that which city you download us from. But that's all the information that we have. And sometimes there are Russian plays, and I'm always like, who is in Russia? But that makes more sense. Of course, it is him. That's now just what I think. At first, I thought it was Vlad, but you're right. Of course, it's this
Oh,
guy.
yeah. Well, there you go. That's what that's what's happening in our neck of the woods. Okay. So what's your wish list?
Oh, I don't know, to rewind 5 minutes? No, I'm just kidding.
Uh,
No, my wish list is to remember to purchase my Amazon Fresh groceries.
oh, okay.
I'm real good at putting stuff in a cart.
Yeah.
I am not good at pressing order and scheduling that delivery, and I have
Fair.
no food in my house, none. But I literally sit there almost every day. I mean, my dressing room mate will tell you, I sit there almost every day going, "Oh, I gotta order those groceries." And then I go in there and I see something else where I'm like, "Oh, mustard. I already bought the mustard at Dwayne Reed, so now I can get rid of that." And then I'm in it, and then I don't press go again, and now no clothes, no food. I have no food, and I don't wanna pay restaurant prices or takeout prices, so I want groceries. But
Right.
where I live, and this is why it's important, I live in Midtown. So if I physically go to a grocery store, I have to physically bring my groceries back.
Right.
Sometimes it's fine, like, I can find other things, I do like browsing, but for general staples, I just
Yeah.
have them delivered because then they come upstairs,
Yeah, no, that's
right?
smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, basically, I have no food.
I'm kind of shocked at where our brains are because listen to my wish list.
Okay.
My wish list was that once I order things, I wish I was better at returning the things I don't need. Because I'm the
Oh,
opposite of you. I'm trigger happy. I'm clicking, clicking, clicking. And then once it gets here, there's a few things right now that were delivered either that doesn't like things for Hannah that doesn't fit. I need to return it. I am so bad at returning. I will have packages and packages. I've already printed the
mhm,
return slips.
mhm.
I just can't get my butt to UPS. And I know where it is. I know when to go. I should go after I drop Hannah off
Are
at
they
school.
like, have you gone so far as to box them yet? Or
They're
you just
in
have
like
the
the original
slips?
packaging with like the slips inside. So I need to take them in and like repackage them because I like will take like the bubble mailers there. But like Allison, there it's gonna expire. Like I'm gonna lose this return. And
How close are you expiring, you
oh,
think?
like I bet there's a few that are. I bet if I'm just scared to check because I'm gonna be so
Yeah.
mad at myself for losing that $20 or
No, I know,
whatever.
I do the exact same thing. I
And
do
I'll
the
probably
exact
still
same
try to
thing.
return it. I'll send it in hopes that they'll forgive me.
Well, you know, the Amazons, if any of them is Amazon, wow, let me use my grammar correctly. If any of them are Amazon
Yeah.
purchases,
Yeah.
you can return them at Whole Foods.
Yes, yeah. That and UPS, that's what I'm saying. I just need to go there.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I always have an excuse. I'm like, "Ah, I gotta get back home and record a podcast or whatever," you know?
Oh, I know. We all make excuses for the things we don't wanna do. Of
It's
course.
crazy.
We all
That's
have
my
those
wish list.
tasks. Well,
Oh,
I understand. I understand.
well, one thing I don't put off, that's not true, but is the 10K days. I'm so excited to talk about my day. So you know what time it is? It's time for
It's literally Monday, and we're recording on Wednesday, and she goes, "You know what I don't put off?" We're so late. Andrea's constantly like, "I work on a ship now. Give me your stuff." And we're like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, we're trying, we're trying. It's really hard. I'm so sorry." We're just
Oh,
insane.
okay, ready? It's
Yeah,
time
sure.
for we gotta say it.
I'm like,
10K day.
It's a 10K dollar day. Imaginary travel and a laugh or two. As we tell you all the crazy things we wanna do. We buy top drawer, but we don't really pay. So say what's your happy and you'll be our bae.
All right. Okay, so a tiny little backstory before we hear the word. So, talk about procrastination. Lulu and I were like, "Hey, we have to record tomorrow. We don't have a word. I don't have a day." So, we were both in a position Lulu was like, I'll just get one. I was like, you know what? No, I'm at Applebee's right now. I'll just ask the waitress. Well, then the waitress came over. I had my phone out. I was like, I'm going to do it. And I don't know, her vibe was weird. I felt like she was judgy already about my food choice. So I was like, you know what? Emma kept looking at me. She was like, don't do it. Not her, not her. So then Hannah is sitting next to me. She goes, Mom, why didn't you ask her? I was like, I don't know. I got a weird vibe. She goes, ugh, just give me your phone. And I was like, what are you going to do? She's like, I know who I'm going to ask. Give me your phone. She takes my phone and takes off across the restaurant. And here is the word.
Hi guys, I'm at Applebee's. I'm trying to find somebody. Oh, here, I found one. Give me a word, any word.
Hippopotamus.
Thank you.
There we go.
Okay, who did she go up to? Like, describe the person she went up to.
Okay, well, this is close to Halloween. It was the hostess of Applebee's, and she was dressed like a fairy. So I believe that she felt a little kindred, like kid spirit with her. And then afterwards, she gives us that word. She comes back down. She's like, here, Mom, I got your word. I was like, great. And then later on, she pulls out from her pocket these 2 pennies. I said, where'd you get those? She goes, I always carry pennies in case I need to tip someone. And I said, okay. And she goes, I'm going to give them to the fairy because she was so great to me. And she gets up and she goes and gives this lady her 2 pennies. So
I'm sorry. That's hilarious.
yeah.
She always carries 2 pennies.
I said, where do you carry them? She doesn't have, she goes, in my sock.
I mean,
I was like,
yeah.
okay.
She's a problem solver,
Yeah.
Alison. She's prepping for the future. And she's a problem solver. Everyone, are we so excited that Alison is raising this child? Because I feel like a different parent. This kid is like, she's either going to become Elon Musk or Bill Gates. Do you know what I mean? She's like one of the two.
So funny.
Let's shoot for Gates. Let's hope for Gates.
Let's shoot for that. All right. But today we're shooting for no, that's
no.
We're not actually shooting hippopotamus. I don't agree with that. They're lovely animals. We're just gonna talk about them.
Yes, we're gonna talk about them.
In fact, we're basing the whole day. So I am going on a hippopotamus day, and it's taking me to Wellington, New Zealand.
Oh, New Zealand for hippopotamuses?
Yes, we will find out very soon why.
Okay.
So I actually found an Airbnb that I'm going to stay there at. It's really, really beautiful. It's called a Sunny Villa. This is literally the name. A Sunny Villa in a great location. They're not wrong.
That's the name of the villa?
Yeah.
That's funny.
It's like the name on Airbnb. You know how you can title it?
Sunny Villa.
So it's 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. It says it's a short walk to the local village. There's a pub nearby. It's really beautiful. It's like a quaint little house, really great landscaping. Now, here's the thing, you guys, and I really tried to work around this, but they require a 5-night minimum. Ooh. So I'm going to have to pay it, even though we're only staying for, the 2 days. So I know, I really tried. So for 5-night minimum, $6,500.
Okay, here we go.
Isn't that crazy though? And it's not like, it's beautiful. It's a cute little house and it's designed well, but it's also just a house. Like it's not like
a flower pot
or a mansion. You know what I mean?
Well, that's 5 nights.
5 nights.
How many bedrooms? 4?
4 bedrooms.
That's $250 a bedroom.
I guess that's true if you split it up like that.
If you were looking at going into a luxury hotel of some sort, is this like a luxury-ish house?
I would call it more quaint.
Oh.
Yeah. I wouldn't call it luxury. I'd call it super cute and quaint. Like I would love to live there.
Oh. Okay.
And not like regal or anything.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah, it is interesting. Now, here's one thing that's a perk. They provide a small pantry breakfast.
What's a pantry breakfast?
They provide a small breakfast pantry. do it that way. That makes more sense. So it's a pantry with, I think, some breakfast items in it.
So basically, they've stocked your. I love that. That's
I love
cool.
that too. So you and I are there. We don't even have to worry about breakfast. We can just sit out, look at the landscape, and have some breakfast. Then we're going to keep this in the Animal Planet family. We're going to visit the colossal squid at Te Papa Museum in Wellington.
Whoa,
Yeah.
that's calamari.
It is the world's only complete colossal squid specimen on display anywhere.
How big is a colossal squid?
I mean, I'm just looking at pictures. It says I'm not good with kilograms. You might know. 500 kilograms.
Hold on, I'm looking it up.
And it has
it's big. Maximum total length is around 33 to 45 feet.
Yeah. Listen to this.
I'm 5 feet.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
9 of me. 9 of me.
Yeah.
All the way over.
This puts it into perspective. His eyeballs are the size of soccer balls.
What?
Isn't that crazy?
Yes, that's insane.
So they actually have the entire specimen on display. And I'm looking at pictures of it, like it's in this like glass case. Oh, it's so crazy looking.
Alison.
Yeah.
Their eyes glow in the dark.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Wait, even as the specimen?
Well, I don't know. It says the colossal squid's eyes, this is from Wikipedia, glow in the dark via long, rectangularly shaped, light-producing photophores located next to the lens on the front of both eyeballs. So probably no, because these things produce light.
Oh, yeah. So once
not
it's
reflected.
Like,
yeah. So I think once it's dead, probably not.
Yeah. So I would love to see that in person. So excited. Guess what? It's free. Free entry for everyone is what it says on their website.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
So if you guys are in Wellington, this is something free. You can take the whole family to do. Go look at that colossal squid. And there's also other things in the museum, but this is where that is housed.
Is it an animal museum or an ocean museum?
Oh, that's a good question. Te Papa Museum. It's a national museum. It gives an overview of the nation's art, history, people, and wildlife.
Oh, so that sounds like a great museum to go to.
Lots of stuff going on. Okay, so after that, you're going to love this. Now, I was bummed that I missed the actual event, so we have to wait a year. But in the imaginary day, we're just going to pretend like it's going on now. So have you heard of the World of Wearable Art competition?
No. I mean, I'm with what you just said. I'm hoping this is really cool.
Oh, it's unbelievable. It happens every year in New Zealand. This one ended Thursday, September 21st through Sunday, October 8th. So it happened about a month ago, but get ready. They do it every year. So look out for the next year, 2023. They already have the dates up. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is a worldwide competition. Anyone in the world can enter. You don't have to be like some famous designer. Anyone can enter. And it's so cool that I'm going to show you a video.
Okay.
So here we go. And if you're on the podcast, you need to check this out on YouTube. But if you're on the podcast, we'll just skip ahead this part so you don't have to listen to us fangirl, unless it's really interesting. But here we go. We're going to watch the video.
Do we have rights to put? Can we do this?
Yeah, because it's less than a minute.
Great. Cool. Here we go. What?
Isn't that amazing? Oh, wow.
Wait, what's that? Oh! Wow.
Oh my goodness, I did not expect that.
Right?
Amazing.
It's amazing.
Brilliant.
It's amazing. Look at.
Whoa.
I know.
The lighting too.
I know. It's a whole thing. Whoa.
Oh. That looked like a lamp at IKEA.
Yes.
Is that a wheel?
That's what it looks like. They look like some of them are monster-ish. Oh, candy.
Oh, they're flying.
Isn't that amazing?
Okay. I want to go to that. I also want to wear all of that.
It's like the coolest art I've ever seen. And you know me, I don't get like crazy about art and fashion, but this together, I was like, I've never seen anything like this. And it
looks
so
like
smart.
It looks like a Cirque du Soleil put together a runway show.
Yes. But it's just amazing.
That was
So
really cool.
I knew you would love that. Wouldn't that be cool to go to?
Yeah.
I know. Bucket list added. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. You and I, anyone can enter for next year. We're going to create a hippo inspired costume.
Okay.
So it's going to have that hippo feel. So what I did was I contacted the designers at The Masked Singer because they make really good stuff.
Okay.
So I asked them just if they didn't build it, if they just gave us a sketch, the material list that we need, and a list of instructions, but we have to build it. How much would that be? $2,000, $2,000 for the sketch, a material list, and
Wait, did you really
instructions.
talk to people in real life?
Oh, this is imaginary.
Okay. You know, we don't know.
Okay. Then they're going to send to us and we're going to build a hippo costume that's like avant-garde and like edgy. So it's wearable art and we're going to enter this, but we need, some supplies. So we're going to we need all the materials. We need scissors. We need, we need that, the hem
Because
stuff.
You and I are so crafty.
Yeah, it's going to be so great. The hem stuff that just sticks together so you don't have to sew.
Oh, hem tape.
Hem tape. That's going to be golden. And
Staples.
then staples and fabric glue.
Fabric glue. Yep.
And safety pins.
Oh, tons of safety pins.
Yeah.
We can even let them show. It'll look punk rock.
Yeah. It'll be like part of it because they're silver and the hippo's kind of silver. So we're going to spend $922 on materials. Yeah.
Good.
I added it all up. And then we're going to collect everything. We're going to put it back at the house. But before we start, we need some nourishment because all we had was breakfast today.
Right.
This is why I chose Wellington, New Zealand.
Okay. I was wondering, it was going to be a question because at first I was like, did you just put the hippo into the art? I mean, it's fine. No judgment. We have no rules. But I was like, all right, cool.
Okay. So they actually have a restaurant called the Hippopotamus.
No.
Yep. Now, here's what's funny about it. First of all, it's beautiful. It's very vintage looking, but also like, do you remember when we went to Nashville and we visited the Dolly Pink place?
Yes.
Dolly, the white limousine. That was the place.
Yes.
It has like that feel. It's like girly, but also like vintage and like lots of different patterns and
Where
like
are you,
China.
New Zealand? Okay.
New Zealand. It's called the Hippopotamus.
Okay.
Here's what's funny. It's called the hippo or the hippopotamus, but on their description, it says strut in as proud as a peacock. And I was like, okay, so are we a peacock or are we a hippo? Anyways, but it says the hippopotamus is where we elevate you in Wellington dining elegance. Okay.
I'm listening.
Right? This place is gorgeous. So we are going to eat there. Their menu also is really, really great because they have a wine matched Coravin prestige menu that you can just go ahead and purchase like an
existing menu.
Yeah. So we're going to do that because they do have a regular menu you can choose from, but we're going to do that. It's $289 per person. And that includes your wine match.
Can we pause?
Yes.
I mean, you don't have to pause the recording. I just need to pause your story.
Got it.
So are we going to do a fancy dinner when you're here in New York?
I think we should.
Okay, great. Okay, let's talk about it.
Yeah,
later.
we
Okay,
should do
I just
that.
got really excited. I forgot that you were going to be with me in like 6 days. And as
I
soon as you
know.
said, as soon as you were like, it's almost $300, I was like, should we go to
Should
dinner?
we go to a $300 dinner? Okay, great. Yeah. So dreams come true. So we're all wind up. Then we're going to go, after all of our beautiful food and wine, we're going to go create that avant-garde hippopotamus costume.
Okay.
And that brings my total to $10,000.
Yay.
All right. So that's what I would do with 10K in the place where we finally got to the hippo word,
Mhm.
Wellington, New Zealand. But here's what we would do if we had $10,000 to give away. So Lulu, where would you give your 10K?
Okay. Well, have you heard the word hippopop? It's long. Hold on. It's long. Hippopotamonstrosesquipedaliophobia?
No. Is it the fear of hippos?
No, but it kept coming up as I typed in hippos, and I just gave up and I went with this word because like I felt it really needed to be talked about. So hippopotamonstrosesquipedaliophobia, and I'm just arbitrarily stressing syllables, is a phobia of long words.
But it is a long word.
I know.
That's not funny.
It's a little funny.
I mean, it's a little ironic, right? It's ironic. You'd be like,
Yeah.
I'm scared of this word.
Yeah.
What's that called? I can't say it.
Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible.
That's
Yeah,
a
it's
terrible
terrible.
trick, I feel like the people that create words put on the world.
Well, that's for another podcast.
Okay.
But what we're going to talk about is I'm just going to keep saying it. Hippopotamonstrosesquipedaliophobia can actually make people have fear and anxiety when they see long words. So when people have this, they avoid reading. It triggers embarrassment or feelings of being mocked when they're pronouncing or reading long words. They can feel distressed at work and or with academics. So it actually can really paralyze somebody if they automatically tense up if they see that long word, right?
It's crazy.
Yeah. So I wanted to find a foundation that would at least help with something close to that. And what I found was this organization called Literacy for Incarcerated Teens.
Okay.
And I am obsessed.
Yeah.
So lit is, and I think we've actually talked about it before, but I got really excited about it again, is focused on ending illiteracy in incarcerated teens by establishing and supporting school library collections at juvenile justice detention centers in New York.
That's awesome.
It's awesome. And look at
Yeah.
these stats that they had on their website because it's crazy. So the New York City Department of Juvenile Justice receives over 7,000 young people between the ages of 8 and 16 every year.
Oh, wow.
And of those, 96% of those young people read 2 or more years below grade level.
Yeah.
And also the libraries in the schools in New York City are really underfunded. And a lot of times those are the same populations, not all the time, but sometimes. And so this organization actually makes the incarcerated youth, they can access new books and other library media at a rate 3 times greater than kids in the school system.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So if
That's
you're interested
awesome.
in supporting that organization or, founding one in your town, you can
Yeah.
look up literacy for incarcerated teens, and we will have that link in our show notes.
Yeah. Okay. So I found a charity called Camp Hippo. And it's actually pediatric therapy. And it began in 1998. It is created to meet the needs of children who would benefit from occupational, speech, and physical therapy. So they have an actual camp every year that they try to send kids to for free. They also have sensory integration and social communication. They have a ton of different therapy programs. And what they say is laughter is timeless, imagination has no age, and dreams are forever. And that's a quote that they also stole from Walt Disney.
Oh.
But their whole organization is based out of Idaho, but they actually serve lots of different therapy programs all around the US. And they also have animal assisted therapy, which is where they actually go in and they on site have dogs, horses, and cats that they've rescued and now trained. And they use it for their animal assisted therapy for the kids as well. So
I love that.
super cute.
Yeah, that's great.
If you guys have a charity that you're interested in letting us know about, you can absolutely email us at 10kdollarday@gmail.com. We will absolutely promote whatever you want us to promote. Not whatever,
That's
but
not
if
true.
that's not
just
whatever.
Not true.
If it means something to you and it is also following what we believe. Ish. So but something that we know you believe in is us because you're here. So if you want to also support us, you can check us out at patreon.com/10kdollarday. And you can support us for as little as $2 a month. It's really nothing, chump change. So check that out. All right, let's do our happies before we do our final segment. Lulu, what's your happy today?
My happy is that I taught my class today at Pace, and we had not actually been together for 2 weeks because lots of sickness one week and then Diwali another week. So it was really nice to see everybody's faces today.
Yay.
Yeah. And they did our, I have another happy.
Okay.
Because I have them do happies.
Yes.
In my, P.S. everyone, that's true. I start every college class by making them tell me what their happy is. And they always think it's like really stupid, like the first 2 weeks. And then eventually it's like coming out. And sometimes they'll be like, I have 2. And I'm like, okay. Like right now. So my next happy is I was walking with one of our dear friends, Lori, who's also our super bae.
Yes.
And I passed one of my old students from 2 years ago, who's now a senior. And I said, oh, hey, Sarah, how are you doing? And we were catching up. And then she goes, oh, and you're my happy. And Lori was like, did she say happy?
That's so
and I was
cute.
like, yes.
Got him.
True happy.
Love
Super excited. All right. You.
Well, my happy is that I found a $50 check today that I forgot to deposit. So I was very excited. I was going through my junk drawer and I pulled it out. And if I mobile deposit it, I'll write mobile deposit on it. And it wasn't written. So I checked my bank account and I was like, I never deposited this. Yeah.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah. That was my happy.
Wait, that's like finding it that's the new version of finding it in your winter coat.
Yeah. You're like, yep. Perfect.
Awesome.
All right, y'all. It is time for
10K Roleplay.
I'm so excited. All right, Lulu, you ready? Okay. Lulu, today you are the little girl who originally sang, I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas.
I want a hip. Okay.
Yeah, so you're her back when she was in her prime. So she's little.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that poor thing, she peeked, huh? That's so mean.
I actually don't even know who originally sang it.
She's like 6.
Oh, God. Well, who
All right.
knows? We'll find out right now. So, hi, little girl.
Hi.
What is your current obsession?
Well, my obsession is that my dad told me that when I was singing and I was in the recording session that I could have some special drinks because it was good for my voice, and he let me put some honey in some Coke because it had all this syrup in it, and I've been drinking them all day long because I didn't know that you could put honey in Coke, and it made my throat feel really good.
I didn't know where you were going with that special drink story, so I'm glad that's where it was. Oh, all right. What's on your wish list?
My wish list is Daddy's special drink because that looks a lot better.
Oh, you just want to try it?
Yeah, man, it's really cool because when he drinks it, he like carries it on him all the time. It's always next to him. It's and I'm like, Daddy, why do you always have your drinks next to him? He says, sometimes you just get thirsty. I'm like, I know, because sometimes I get thirsty and I don't have my Coke. And so I understand. And he always has his with me. He's so smart.
All right. So if you had, this is a lot of money. If you had $10,000
Yeah.
to spend on yourself, what would you do?
I mean, I get a hippopotamus. Which what I did a whole song about. I would get a hippopotamus and I would put him in my room and we would be friends and I would make hippopotamus clothes out of my comforter.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Mhm.
Oh, I love it. All right. If you had $10,000 to give away, where would you give it?
Why do I have to give it away?
It's just pretend. We're just pretending.
Because I've never had that much money before, so I don't know if I want to give it away like right away, but I would give it away later.
Okay.
But first I would hold it because I've never had it. And I would hold it and I would like put it up on my face. And then I would ask my daddy to help me because I don't know anything about money.
Oh, good. Okay. I'm sure he could help you with that. Okay. Last question. What's your
Okay.
happy?
Are you gonna give me a hippopotamus at the end of this?
Well, no, I didn't say, I said, what's your
Did
happy?
you say what's my hippo?
I said, what's your happy?
Because I don't yet. I don't know yet what my hippo is, but I hope it's a girl hippo. Because when I picked out my comforter, I picked out one that would be good for a girl hippo to wear. I mean, if it's a boy hippo, it's okay too, or a
Okay.
non-binary hippo. It's also okay. I just realized I really gendered my hippo.
Oh, well, thank you for being here.
You're welcome. I just came because Dad told me I had to come.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Oh my God. I have never laughed that hard on this podcast.
Ah, jeez. I don't know what it says about me that is a very easy character for me to slip into. I was like, 6-year-old girl, get it. And I'm a total adult person. And last week I could not hold a British accent. Like I am.
Oh my God.
Oh, Lord. Okay. Are you ready?
I am.
Alison,
Yes.
you are the star ballet dancer from Fantasia, the hippos.
Oh,
Yes.
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 Mm.
And we are, the movie's just come out. You're a big hit. You're a big star.
Mhm.
And it's so wonderful to be with you here today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, yes. I just saw the movie. It's wonderful. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Yes, you look incredible.
Thank you.
I think our viewers would like to get to know you just a little better.
Sure.
So, what, for instance, are you obsessed with right now?
Well, my current obsession is actually leg warmers. It's something that I use on the daily. And I currently am in a very strict regimen with my ballet training. And so the leg warmers really help me in the morning, especially with the cooler temperatures outside, to warm up those muscles. And I've decided, it's not always easy. I'm not necessarily a morning person, but what gets me out of bed every morning is choosing what color leg warmers I'm going to wear. And I do have multiple colors. So for me, it kind of gives me that boost to get out of bed in the morning, put my outfit together, and really get on the road to becoming the best ballerina in the world.
Wow, that's
Mhm.
really great. Leg warmers. You'll see it on everybody this year, everybody. Okay, what is on your wish list?
Well, I wish that, and you know what? I hope I'm not speaking out of turn, because I don't want to give anything away. But I wish that in the movie that you're about to see, where we do play the hippos, the ballerina hippos, I wish that the costumes would have been tailored a little bit more. I know that hippos are meant to be, a little larger, and they did want us to gain 130 pounds for the role. But I had to say no. And instead, they created a custom costume. But I wish there was just a little bit of a tuck here and there, because the derriere on the hippo was really not very flattering. So that's what I wish, that it was a little more tailored.
You are a consummate performer.
Yes.
You were so good in Fantasia that until 10 seconds ago, I thought you were a hippo, but you were not. And I have to say, your performance was so strong. I did not realize that you were a person ballerina dressed as a hippo, dressed as a ballerina. That amount of layering did not occur to me.
Oh, yes. Yes. See, it's a common misconception that they hire actual hippos. Where in reality, no, it's just very good costuming.
Okay.
So, and like I said, they wanted me to gain the weight to play the role of the hippo. But as a ballerina, I felt like the costume should do the work. So yes, it's a very realistic costume in the animated.
Yes. Yes. And it's animated. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
If this is not funny to anybody listening, I'm so sorry, because that is, as an actor, this is such a ridiculous situation that we are in. And now we're stuck here. We've created a reality that we're stuck in. That we are stuck in. But we're gonna keep going.
Yeah, it's improv for you.
Because that's the world we just created. Okay, so woman dressed as a hippo, dressed as a ballet dancer. It's like a Russian doll. Where am I? What would you do if you had $10,000?
Well, I'm actually working on my own ballet.
Oh.
And yes, I'm creating it, and I'm using original music that I have designed in the basement of my house, using only the pipes on my walls. So I'm recording it. And so it's just the sound of the pipes and sometimes water trickling. And then it's going to be interpretive dances to that. And it's going to be called Pipe Dreams. And we're all going to be dressed. We're all ballerinas dressed as pipes. And we're going to be dancing in the ballet Pipe Dreams.
Cool. I want everyone listening to remember I thought I was going to interview a hippo. And now, what is happening? Okay, weird performance art lady. It has nothing to do with hippopotamus. How would you give 10,000 away?
Well, see, I call your slander, and I would like to tell you that I actually am very connected to hippos.
Oh,
that is
do tell.
That's actually why I auditioned to be the dancing cartoon hippo. Because I have a very strong connection with hippos. Did you know that they're good luck?
No.
So they are in some countries. So I have a very strong connection to the hippo. I actually would give my money away to the Hippo Fund of America. And And also elsewhere, hippos of the world, actually. They don't discriminate where the hippos are from. And I volunteer a lot there. And in fact,
Oh.
I had to do some hippo research in order to play a hippo. I needed to see how they moved and
Right.
where they held most of their weight, which a lot of people do think. This was my thing about the costume. A lot of people think that the hippo's weight is held in the derriere. That is not the case. It is actually held mostly in the chest and the upper torso.
Oh.
And so you have to actually dance with some weight about you, when normally as a ballerina, you went to shoulders back, but not when you play a hippo, it's shoulders forward, because there's a lot of weight on the chest there. They also have a very large heart, both physically and emotionally. And so that also adds to some of the weight. But yes, I would give the 10K to the hippo charity of the world.
Okay. So we're leaning in hard now to hippos in case anyone didn't catch that. We've made the circle. We completed it. We're good, everyone. Thank you. Don't write in. We made it. So what's your hippo happy?
Oh, it's funny you said that phrase, because I ask my hippos what their happy is, and I call it the hippo happy. In fact, I teach a class of hippos, and it's a dance class, and I start every class with what's your hippo happy. And the first couple weeks, it's hard to get them really committed to it, but after that, they're so excited. Sometimes they give me 2. And in fact, the other day I was walking down the zoo alley, and I saw this hippo. Her name was Sarah. And I said, "Hey, hippo Sarah." And I patted her on the head and I said, "What's your hippo happy?" And then she gave me her hippo happy, and everyone was like, "Whoa." And so my happy is that the hippos are happy, and they know it.
Okay. Well, it paid off, everyone. You know what I mean? Like it paid off. We got there.
Oh
perfect.
my God.
I don't know why people won't pay for us to do this full time.
Oh gosh. Listen, if you hate this, you could also give us money so we can retire. So there's 2 options here. Oh, no, but seriously, thanks for being here, guys. This is fun. And for us, at least, I enjoy laughing with my best friend, and I hope you guys enjoy hearing it. So again, email us 10kdollarday@gmail.com. Tell us what you thought about today's episode. Tell us if you loved it. And if you didn't, you don't have to say anything. You can also find us on all the socials at 10K Dollar Day. We're on everything. So click it, follow it, send us your links. Love it. We love to connect with you. We couldn't do this without a lot of people, so we're going to go into that right now. 10K Dollar Day is produced by Andrea Canny, intro by Stan Collins, graphic art by Jacob McAllister, the 10K jingle by Rockwell and Rose, the vintage 10K Saturday episode voiceover by Charlie Hume. Thanks as always to Buzzsprout. We're going to end this, how we end every single episode, with friends like us.
Who needs amenities?